Example number 4. Now this one is kind of a special case because we're going to be doing some rounding. When we do some rounding, we can't just look at the final equation in completed square form. We have to do a little bit of interpretation of for ourselves. So let's just read the question. A parking pass costs $20. At this price, 150 students will purchase the pass. For every $5 increase in price, 20 fewer students will purchase the pass. So you'll be making more money per pass, but there'll be fewer students purchasing it. So first question is, what price will maximize profit? Okay, so that is where, or when our maximum occurs. And what is the max profit? That's going to be in dollars. So our profit simply equals, and this is just what we know about multiplication. Okay, number of, not hashtag of students, but number of students and the price. So what we need to do is create expressions with just x that relate both of those things. So let's start off with the table of values. So cost per pass, number of students who purchase. So when the cost of the pass is $20, so this is in dollars, the number of students is 150. But for every increase in price, so for 25, or another way that we could think about this is 20 plus 5x, where x is just 1, 5 times 1. We would say that the number of students goes down by 20. So this is going to be 130. Say we go up to $30. So this is 20 plus 5 times 2. Then the cost, the number of students who purchase is simply going to be 110. And we can follow this all the way down until we get to 20 plus 5x. So then this one is 150 minus 20 students will go down for every increase of $5. So let's not forget to define our variables here. Let P equal profit, and let X equal $5 increase. So the profit equals number of students, 150 minus 20x, times the price, which is going to be 20 plus 5x. I switched the order on you here, but I just wanted to follow this guy right here. I'm just going to highlight just in case you found that hard to follow. So we've done it. Step 1, we defined it. Step 2, we created that quadratic, and now we need to expand. So P equals, and I'm going to use different colors again because I think that that's always helpful, 150 times 20 plus 150 times 5x. So we're going to have 150 times 20 is 3,000 plus 5x times 150 is plus 750x. Go into my blue. Whoop, whoop. Negative 20 x times negative 20 is going to be negative 400x. Negative 20x times 5x is going to be negative 100x squared. I'm going to go back to black. P equals 3,000 plus 350x minus 100x squared. So I'm just going to rearrange the order. So step number 3, we got to complete the square. So I'm going to say 3 complete square. So then P equals negative 100x plus 350x. I'm just changing the order, plus 3,000. I'm going to factor out that negative 100 from all of them. So negative 100, oh sorry, this should be x squared here. So negative 100, so negative 100x squared divided by negative 100 is going to be x squared. Ooh, see, this is difficult here. 350 divided by 100 is going to be negative 3.5x. And then I just have to do that with the first two terms. I'm going to say plus 3,000. Now I'm going to go all kinds of old school on ya. Okay, I'm going to convert that into a fraction because fractions literally are our friends. And this is pre-calculus, and so we have to be very comfortable with fractions. So I'm going to say x squared minus 7 over 2x plus blank minus blank plus 3,000. I'm just going to do a little bit of side work. I know that this is going to be b over 2 squared, which is negative 7 over 2 over 2 squared, which is going to be negative 7 over 4 squared. Keep this in mind because that's going to help us in factoring. So that's going to be 49 over 16. So what I need to do here is, and I'm actually going to use a different color here for this one. Oh no, didn't take this one right here, so you can see where that's coming from. So I'm going to add 49 over 16, and I'm going to subtract 49 over 16 as well. So then my next step is going to be negative 100. Now I'm going to take this slow. X squared minus 7 over 2x plus 49 over 16. Then I'm going to say minus 49 times negative 100 all over 16 plus 3,000. Okay, we're dealing with a few fractions here, but I think we can do it. Just zoom it in there. There we go. So, I have P equals negative 100 x minus 7 over 4 squared, and remember that's where I used my yellow. That's where I got this from. Plus negative times a negative, 4,900 over 16 plus 3,000. Now I'm going to cheat just a little bit and you'll see. Negative 100 x minus 7 over 4 plus 306.25. I know, it's the worst. Plus 3,000. I'm using decimals, but you'll see. P equals negative 100 x minus 7 over 4 squared plus 3,306.25. All right, so our maximum, well, yeah, it is going to be a maximum because we know that it opens down, so our maximum profit will happen. So the max happens when x equals 7 over 4, or when x equals 1.75. But you can't have, remember what x represented here. We said x represented a $5 increase. You can't have a partial increase. You can just have like one increase or two increases. So we're going to round to x equals 2. Because you can't have a partial increase, and it's closer to 2 than it is to 1. So that means that max profit happens when x equals 2, or the cost of the ticket is $30 because the original is 20, but we have 2 increases of 5, which makes it to 30. And the max profit, you can't just read it off of this because we had to round this number. So we have to go into our original equation. Profit equals price times the number of students. So the price, let's go back up here. The number of students here is going to be 150, or the price is going to be 20 plus 5x, and the number of students is 150 minus 20x. Now we're going to substitute in 2 for our x. So the profit will be 20 plus 5 times 2 is 10, and 150 minus 20 times 20 times 2, which is 40. So then this becomes 30 times 110. So the maximum profit is actually going to be 3,300. Because we couldn't just look off of the y value of the vertex. That's not where our maximum occurs because we had to do some rounding in with this x value. And since we changed it, we changed it just a little bit. So you're noticing that we're not making, like, we actually kind of lose $6.25, but that's because we can't have a partial increase. You can just have one increase of $5 or 2 increases, etc. So you have some homework ahead of you, or some exercises to do ahead of you. I have here 17 questions, okay, on the extra practice. Don't be shy of the textbook. I've also assigned some from there. So remember our steps: do the textbook first, and then try the mastery check. If you need some extra practice, try the extra practices at the end of this book.